Sabi ni Ian, what if they try to do that to a cardinal or archbishop, to Velarde of El Shaddai or INC head Manalo? Karambola yan for sure. It's a war. Totoo nga eh. So parang ang feeling ko is they're picking on a weak guy or picking on this person. Sabi ni Ma'am Ann08, to be fair enough, kung not guilty si Kibuloy, face the accusations. Well, of course he will. But he faces those accusations in court. Because you're talking about guilt or innocence. And guilt or innocence is determined by the courts, not by the Senate. So, what are you talking about? He does not have to go to the Senate to prove innocence for two reasons. Number one, the Senate is not a court. And number two, you do not go there to prove innocence. Innocence is presumed. The one who bears the burden is that of the prosecution to prove guilt. So that's guaranteed by the Constitution. English kasi yung tanong niya, kaya English din yung sagot. So, the Constitution says that a person is presumed innocent until proven otherwise. So, kung not guilty, face the accusations. Sure, of course he will. But he'll do that in court, not in the Senate. Diba? Ang Senate is a lawmaking body. And the inquiries that they hold are inquiries in aid of legislation. They don't even call them hearings anymore. They're called inquiries. So they're asking. Oh, they need information so that they can make these laws. So the problem is, the way they conduct these inquiries, it's as though somebody is put on trial. Kaya lahat ng tao are miseducated. They think that this is something like a fact-finding mission. Sabi ni Ma'am Ann, bakit ang tagal po nung kaso ni Kibuloy? Wow, only now. Hi, thank you for the hat. Actually, dismissed na po yung mga kaso niya. They were dismissed at the prosecutor's level. I don't know if there are any new ones. Pero ang ginagawa ng DOJ is nire-refile nila or nire-revive yung ibang mga kaso. So that wasn't his fault. Bakit ang tagal? And in fact, it's really up to the accusers to push their own cases. And they have not done that. In fact, ngayon, conveniently, bakit fina-file? Was there new evidence? Si Cruz Angeles, ito ang Luminous. Ulit, na-delay pala. Magandang gabi, ako po si Trixie Cruz Angeles. This is Luminous. Hi kay MI Milo System, who's watching from Iloilo. Hi kay Ma'am John, kay Terrence, kay Ginger, Jeff, Emeron, who shared the live. Thank you very much. Lahat rin ng nakikinig at nanonood sa atin sa YouTube at saka sa Facebook. Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. Sa totoo lang, hindi ko plano talaga sana mag-live tonight. Kasi nag-broadcast ako ng 7 to 8. Ako po yung substitute sa Pugad Vloggers kanina. Nakashare naman po sa wall if you want to catch it. So, hi kay Ma'am Geng. Magandang gabi din po. Hi kay Terrence, kay Alvin. So, maikli lang siguro live natin kasi I don't want to, to overexpose you. Kasi para baka naman manawa kayo. So, ayun. So, kanina napanood ko yung live ng yung Senate hearing kay Pastor Kibuloy. And nalungkot ako na merong contempt order para sa kanya. Gayun pa man, parang natuwa ako. Hindi naman parang, natuwa ako kasi dumating si Senator Padilla, he asked for 1 minute na recess with, to confer with Senator Hontiveros. And then, pagkabalik, sabi ni Senator Hontiveros na may sasabihin nga si Senator Padilla. So, nag-clarify si Senator Robin kung na he stated for the record na opposed siya doon sa contempt order, no? So, he was informed, in fairness kay Senator Hontiveros, in-inform niya na may 7 days yan para, for a majority of the committee to overturn the contempt order. So, mukhang, nakita ko yung mukha ni Senator Robin, parang nag-iisip, gears going around in his head. So he registered his and he was asking ilan na lang, something like 6 more, kasi ang kailangan lang po ay majority of the committee. So ilan lang ang members ng committee. So I think kakayanin kung konti lang talaga yung kailangan na signatures. So masaya kahit paano may konting hope na there's some sanity, no, to this entire proceeding. Hindi ko sinasabi na illegal because it's, yeah, the Senator Hontiveros is correct. Pwede naman may finding of contempt yan. Gayon pa man, para sa akin, yun nga, it's so uncomfortable. It doesn't sit well with me na magpapatawag kayong head ng isang relihiyon. It blurs the lines between the state and religion. Lalong-lalo na binubusisi yung mga practices. And of course, yung mga saksi ay yung mga umalis na, no? And for me, diba, parang it holds up some of the practices to ridicule, and I'm not really comfortable with that idea. Hi kay Ma'am Bicola ng makulit, ang sabi niya, mga kasutil, mag-replay po kayo sa mga di nakapanood kay Attorney Trixie kanina sa Pugad Vloggers. Bitin nga lang. Sorry kasi biglang nag-down yung internet nila. Wait, thank you kay Telms. Nag-down bigla yung internet nila, sabi nga ng mga kasama ko. Coincidence ba yan na kung kailan umiinit na yung diskusyon, ay hala, nabatayan tayo ng... Hindi kami yung DZRJ, wala ng internet, kakaloka. Ang sarap ng tsa ako. Thank you kay Ma'am Telms, ang dami niyang pinadala, power hug, and so on. Sabi ni Attorney JCPA, yung kaso ng anak ni Boying, bakit di niya in-overturn? O isa pa yon, di ba? Ang sabi ni Sec Boying ay, i-file nga yung mga kaso ni Pastor at i-file dito sa Metro Manila. Kaya daw baka hindi maging fair yung mga prosecutors sa Davao. Medyo ay, di ba? Di masyadong halata. So, ang pagkaintindi ko nga ay dismiss na yung mga cases at the prosecutor's level, tapos ni-revive at pina-refile ni Sec Boying, pero dito sa Metro Manila. Ay, nako. Ay, parang ang feeling ko is that ang nakikita natin is parang nag-gang up lahat sila. So, ayan, nag-hearing si Senator Hontiveros, and then suddenly, i-file yung kaso dun sa prosecutor's office. Pero if the cases reach the courts, kailangan nang tumigil yung sa Senate kasi nasa hukuman na eh. Hi kay Stan Cerilla. Sabi ni Ma'am Bicola ng makulit, please don't forget to like, share, follow, and subscribe. Sabi ni Bike, tama ba yung pag-pronounce ko? Ang gulo-gulo na talaga ng gobyerno ni BBM. Hanggang kailan kaya to? Ay. Sabi ni Ma'am Fina, talking about being fair, pero nung yung anak ni Remulla may kaso, siya pa rin ang boss. Well, yun na nga. Medyo that felt really also uncomfortable for me. Ikaw ang DOJ secretary, tapos ganyan ang nangyari. Sabi ni Daniel Quintas, mahanga po ako kay Sen. Robin sa pag-oppose sa contempt order. Sa dami ng tinulungan ni Pastol nung eleksyon. Bukod tangi si Robin ang nagpakita ng suporta. At least nakabawi na siya sa palpak ng glutadip. Sa totoo lang, yung glutadip ni Mariel, I don't understand what the fuss was all about. Seryoso. Parang ang OA ng reactions. I don't know. Am I missing something? Why were people so angry? Or it seemed like some people were really angry. I understand. Well, si Senator Nancy Binay gusto pang ituloy magka full-blown investigation. Pero sa akin, if there was a danger in the procedure, yung mananagot, yung di ba, yung patient, which in this case was Miss Mariel, siya yung in danger. So I don't understand talaga na what that fuss was about. Parang nababawan ako for it to be that kind of an issue na kailangan may mga resolution pa threatening to be filed. Kaya nga, sabi ni Terence, parang national issue yung kay Mariel. Oo nga eh. Sabi ni Sunny, hi ma'am, silent listener here. Bawal sa amin maging political. Oh, I understand. Of course. May mga lugar talaga na ganyan. Sabi ni Ma'am Flavie, mukhang lalantay na malaki sa mga politiko na nag-traitor kay Pastor Gibbs. Ang kakapal ng mukhang maggamit sa eleksyon tapos ngayon nilaglag na nila. Ay nako. Sabi ni Ana Marie, hindi unahin ang mga totoong problema ng bayan. Ay, nako. Bakit ba ang mga cabinet members ni BBM puro controversial, sabi ni Nebaike? Sinong controversial yung cabinet members? Si Sec Boying, you mean? Oh well. Effective ba daw yung pag-oppose ni Senator Robin? Well, to be fair to Senator Robin, he was there to make it off record. Kumbaga, para makita ng mga tao, tinitindigan niya. At saka para, to show also for himself na he's standing up for Pastor Quiboloy and opposes the contempt order. Ngayon, what do you mean by effective? Kasi ang purpose niya is to stand up for him. So, what effect do you mean? If by effect, you mean ma-overturn, hindi po kaya ng isa lang. Like I keep saying, the Senate is a collegial body. And then while we're at it, napapansin ko, people keep pronouncing, lalo na people who ought to know better, Senate ng Senate sila. Senate? Bakit Senate? What are they referring to? Iba na Senate. So, ewan ko. Maybe I'm the one who's wrong. Iniisa-isa ng admin, sabi ni Ma'am Bicolana, na ito ang mga nasa Duterte side. Hashtag do not state the obvious. Sabi ni at Keep Going King, people confused about Senator Robin, malamang hindi naman siya itong grandstanding ng nakasanayan. Totoo yan. Sabi ni Daniel Quintas, galit na galit si Nancy Binay sa Glutadrip kasi po bukod tangi siya lang ang di... Uy, grabe kayo! Uy! Kahit itanong pa kay VP Jojo Binay, grabe kayo. Diba, Senate? Bakit Senate? The Senate. Di ba Senate? Ewan ko, the reason I notice these things is because yung undergraduate work ko in UP was in linguistics. I have an AB in linguistics. So I notice these things. I notice, because unlike other people, I notice accents, but I don't make fun of them. In fact, I like the idea of, I like hearing different accents. Pero napapatid lang talaga ako dun sa, the Senate. The what? Pero maraming nagsasabi noon, so hindi na dapat ako nagugulat, di ba? It's just a quirk of mine na I prefer to hear the term Senate. But, of course, ang ibig sabihin din lang nito is language is dynamic, nagbabago talaga ang wika. So, yung halimbawa, yung wika, yung salita ng mga tao in the 1950s and 60s aren't the same as as how we talk now. Kaya may mga sine that kind of, they gloss over the fact that people didn't talk that way. I mean, people didn't use the same kind of expressions that we use nowadays. And even don't speak with the same tones. If you will hear the languages, kahit yung Tagalog ng, let's say, mid-18th century, mid-17th century, mga ganyan. Well, mid-17th and 16th century, ibang-iba po yung maririnig ng mga tunog. So, sabi ni Caliph, baka Senate na sounds like Senate. O nga naman. Sabi ni Ian, parang certificate. O nga, no? Certificate. Well, like I said, language is changing. It's dynamic. So these things, they change. Sabi ni Jen May Kazuki, ano po ba ang full idea? What do you mean full idea? Sa freedom of foreign investors. Freedom of foreign investors for the part of capitalism. Parang ang dami yata ng nasa tanong mo. Can you break it down? Are you simply asking for the reason why we have nationalized industries and they're protected by the Constitution? Paki-clarify po, bakit nasama yung capitalism? Sabi ni Letlet, gusto kasi nila mawala si Quiboloy para humina ang mga Duterte, mabawasan ng boses ang mga Duterte para sa eleksyon, lalo na si VP Sara. Yeah. Wait, thank you kay Chester's voice. At kay Ma'am Telms ulit. Sabi ni Yosa, ay nako, ang mga totoong problema na apektadong mga Pilipino walang investigasyon. Gaya na kung paano mapapababa ang presyo ng mga pagkain gaya ng bigas at iba pa. Para mga nonsense gaya ng glota ni Mariel, nagsasayang pa ng oras at pera ang Senado pag-imbestiga. Hindi naman po aabot ng investigasyon yan. Sabi ni Ian, what if they try to do that to a cardinal or archbishop, to Velarde of El Shaddai or INC head Manalo? Karambola yan for sure. It's a war. Totoo nga eh. So parang ang feeling ko is they're picking on a weak guy or picking on this person. Sabi ni Ma'am Ann 08, to be fair enough, kung not guilty si Kibuloy, face the accusations. Well, of course he will. But he faces those accusations in court because you're talking about guilt or innocence. And guilt or innocence is determined by the courts, not by the Senate. So, what are you talking about? He does not have to go to the Senate to prove innocence for two reasons. Number one, the Senate is not a court. And number two, you do not go there to prove innocence. Innocence is presumed. The one who bears the burden is that of the prosecution to prove guilt. So, that's guaranteed by the Constitution. English kasi yung tanong niya, kaya English din yung sagot. So, the Constitution says that a person is presumed innocent until proven otherwise. So, kung not guilty, face the accusations. Sure, of course he will. But he'll do that in court, not in the Senate. Diba? Ang Senate is a lawmaking body. And the inquiries that they hold are inquiries in aid of legislation. They don't even call them hearings anymore. They're called inquiries. So they're asking. Well, they need information so that they can make these laws. So the problem is, the way they conduct these inquiries, it's as though somebody is put on trial. Kaya lahat ng tao are miseducated. They think that this is something like a fact-finding mission. Sabi ni Ma'am Ann, bakit ang tagal po nung kaso ni Kibuloy? Wow, only now. Hi, thank you for the hat. Actually, dismissed na po yung mga kaso niya. They were dismissed at the prosecutor's level. I don't know if there are any new ones. Pero ang ginagawa ng DOJ is nire-refile nila or nire-revive yung ibang mga kaso. So that wasn't his fault. Bakit ang tagal? And in fact, it's really up to the accusers to push their own cases. And they have not done that. In fact, ngayon, conveniently, bakit fina-file? Was there new evidence? In fact, this was not even brought about by anything new here in the Philippines. It was brought about by the fact that there was something supposedly abroad, which, by the way, Pastor Kibuloy stated that his lawyers have asked for not just the resumption or the start of the court hearings. Okay? No, actually, Clarence, it depends. Kasi yung ang ATE, di ba? General rule in English, A will be a long A. However, that would be accent. Kumbaga, kaya nagbabago yung pronunciation na yan isn't due to whether or not this is the actual pronunciation, but due to accents. Sabi ni Ma'am Sheila, anybody related to Duterte ata, pilit ipiga para lumabas sa sariling dila na si Digong ay, well, in that case, then that might include me and the reason why I'm no longer with DWIC. Diba? We don't have amendments to our Constitution, Ma'am Zina. So, how does the First Amendment of America, wait, bakit dinadamay natin? Kung meron ba tayong But I want to know why you want to know that and why is it necessary? Okay, the First Amendment right of the U.S. says that Congress shall make no law establish respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting its free exercise. So we have a similar provision in our Bill of Rights. Similar. So Philippine Constitution. The right, no law shall be made respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof. Okay, does that explain everything? They're very, very, very similar. Nagbabago lang sila dun sa interpretations ng ating Korte Suprema. Ay, daming gifts na padala ni Ma'am Telms. Guys, for me to make pansin your questions, don't say anong masasabi nyo. Kasi that only you want me to speak on something that one, I might not be prepared to speak on, and two, alam niyo naman po that I will not speak on matters that I have not studied because it would be unfair to give an uninformed opinion. Also, nakaka-trigger, napansin ko marami na pong mga tao na trigger dun sa anong masasabi mo sa ganon. And normally, I will not speak out of turn. I will give my own opinion in my own time. So, phrase it differently at baka mapansin ko yung, yung question. Sabi ni Hiren, pati gluten na issue nila para lang malihis sa tunay na issue. Itong mga malihis, ganyan, it's very rare yung totoong nangyayari yung ganon. Hindi ko nakikita na that's always the case. Pero it's more, for me, more like, how do you call this? Bakit ayaw gumalaw? Nandito. Sandali, tumalon yung aking, yung aking mouse. Bakit ganun? It went from my, the laptop to my, my iPad. Sabi ni Miro, politically motivated lahat. Connect the dots. Okay, bakit inuutusan ninyo ako? Bakit do you think I don't connect the dots? What's going on? Why are you asking questions? Why are you saying that? Di ko talaga maintindihan. Minsan parang yung parang, ano ka ba? Politically motivated lahat. Yan. Yeah, but so? I think that's pretty obvious. Hi kay Ma'am Jen May, sabi niya, regard po sa one-sided due process. Ma'am, ang due process po, hindi yan one-sided. Due process means you get your turn also. Sabi ni Ma'am Jen May, yun pala yun. Ang due process po, kailangan fair. That's part of due process. So wala pong one-sided na due process. Ayun. Sabi ni Nerdy, the big problem they have with the Dutertes is that even if they remove the mainstream exposure, it's the common Filipino who will give them exposure. Organic followers since 2016. The fact na nagagalit sila over a glutaglip ni Mariel kesa sa alleged insertion sa DSWD, nakakasuka. Good point. Sinabi to ni Keep Going King. Totoo yan. I agree with that. Sabi nila, thank you kay License, nagpadala siya ng roses. Hi kay Ma'am Raquel Tan. Sabi ni Letlet, di ba naisip ni BBM yung mga members ng KOJC, sa dami nilang yun din nagpanalo sa kanya sa eleksyon. Kaya ngayon, gusto nila mawala si Pastor Kibuloy para mawala yung boses ang members na iboto ang Duterte. Laking puntos din kasi yun. Si BBM wala talagang tapos na ginamit. Wala talaga. Tapos nang ginamit, kaya basura na si Pastor. Nalungkot ako doon. Hi kay Sir Jay. Hi kay Florence. Sabi niya, tuloy-tuloy lang nilang pinagigipit sa mga tao. Mapapabilis yung pag-alis nila dyan sa pwesto. Hi kay Sixth Sense. Sabi niya, chain of fools. Nadamay na lahat. Chain of events. Merong political at constitutional crisis combined with bullying of private individuals. Ay, nako. Victim. Okay, so, ano ba to? Sabi ni Melvin, next time luwag all caps ha, just thought our government now is not bad, it is getting worse. Sabi ni Ma'am Jenny Rose, walang balak talagang i-address ng government ang mga nangyayari sa Pinas. Lipad dito, lipad doon, sana matuluyan na yung paglipad nila. Buti pa si VP Sara talagang kitang-kita ang concern sa bansa. Ito, sabi ni Belge, dati pa naman yung issue ni Kibuloy, di lang pinansin ni Duterte mo kasi BFF sila. Sabi ni Belge, excuse me Mr. Belge, ganito po yan. Kapag may kaso yung isang tao, fina-file yan sa DOJ first. Doon sa tinatawag sa prosecutor's office. Tapos, doon pa lang, na-dismiss na po yan for lack of probable cause. Hindi na po piskal si Pangulong Duterte nung final yung mga kaso na yan. Gets nyo? Or, even assuming na katulad ng sinasabi mo, na final yan nung kapanahon ng presidente si former president. Ngayon, kung sinasabi mo na dismiss yan nung panahon na prosecutor si Pangulong Duterte, then you have to indicate why na-dismiss yun. Usually, for lack of probable cause. So, ang sinasabi mo ngayon is, meron dapat probable cause. Ano naman po ang iyong ebidensya na dinismiss na yan na meron naman palang probable cause. It's a lot more complicated than saying that President Duterte was or is a BFF. You have to substantiate your argument. Sabi ni Benhar, dapat hindi rin tayo tumahimik tungkol sa Chacha, correct? At baka pagising natin, Prime Minister na ang tamba. Baka diversion nila si Kibuloy. Okay. Tandaan natin, napakagaling mambudol ang admin na to. Hindi po diversion yan. Kailangan ngang mapatahimik yung mga malalakas ang boses. Kasi imagine nyo, paano kung si Pastor ay nag-utos sa mga kasapi or ihikayat yung kanyang mga kasapi na no to Chacha? Diba? They want to diminish the people who have followings, who have loud voices, who have influence, and who they know will oppose. So yun po yun, hindi yan yung distraction. Sa totoo lang, nobody ever creates something out of a distraction. I mean, it's very rare that people will create an issue simply to distract. Minsan, mababaw lang talaga sila. Or minsan, iba yung pakay. Yung distraction, and that's very rare. More likely, mas malicious pa doon. Kasi pag distraction, hindi yun malicious eh. Ano lang, dinadagdagan lang nila yung issue. Pero dito, hindi, it's worse than a mere distraction. Sabi ni Sir Bernie, any religious group that participates in nation building soon becomes a target if it doesn't align with power. That's how it's turning out nowadays, di ba? So, sabi ni Nakpas, wala po ba sa bansa si Presidente? Wala po siyang say sa mga nangyayari? Wala po actually, di ba? He's in Australia. But even naman if he were here, he doesn't usually give an opinion. Sabi ni Ma'am Tess, nagsabi si Remulla na babalikan daw nila ang dating kaso ni Kibuloy. Is it possible kahit dismissed na? Yes, ma'am. Kasi dismissed siya at the prosecutorial level. So wala pa pong jeopardy dyan. So if it's dismissed at that level, pwede pong i-refile if there is new evidence. Sabi ni Ma'am Sheila, BBM should go down if the FL makes decisions for MAL. What is MAL? Formal or for MAL? Charming says, nakakahiya yung interview ni BBM na may nervous laugh siya with Sarah Ferguson. I saw that part. At least yung vein and nerve ni Mama Lenny nila pinas lang. Totoo yan. Para dun sa hindi nakapanood, in-interview po ang ating Pangulo tungkol dun sa plunder ng kanyang ama. So, sinasabi na may mga court documents na daw, may findings na gano'n. So, why doesn't he return the money? So, tumawa siya, which I think, tama naman po kayo, is nervous laughter. And then he was trying to say something when he was interrupted by Miss Ferguson, who asked, why did you laugh? Why do you think that's funny? Oh, how awkward. I really don't like to see the highest official of the land, the representative of the country, slap down so hard like that. Sabi ni, keep going. Gumastos ang Senate ng billions annually and ang priority agenda is to prosecute one person. Gabuhan. Sabi ni Julius, bakit Senado na ang hukuman, hindi na pala ang Korte? Well, that's really. Did they really sign a quit claim? Sino po yung mga nagkaso? Posible. If I was the lawyer, I would ask them to sign a quit claim. That means it also indicates that they were looking for restitution, financial restitution. Sabi ni Yosa, so awkward, nakakahiya ang interview ni PBBM, shows so weak. Well, I think that he was just really unprepared for that question. Mga Marcos, BBM said they signed a quit claim or the Republic signed a quit claim. I think it will depend on which case. Kasi may maraming cases yung mga PCGG cases yan, I handled one of them. So, if there is a quit claim, it would be on a very specific one. And remember, ongoing pa nga yung iba. So, yeah. Possibly in one particular case, I know that there would have been one if it was settled. So yes, one case that I know of. Pero yung iba, hindi po maiki-quit claim yun Kasi, yun na nga, inabenta na nga ng Philippine government Sabi ni Pepito, wala na atang update kay Tulfo regarding kay Melionario, lalo ngayon paraging may nananalo, Belyonaryo ng new name. Sabi ni Jasmine, ilang millions ang followers ni Kibuloy, billionaire po yan. Akala nila small time lang si Kibuloy. Oh, from what I understand, they're trying to freeze all his assets. Sabi ni Joey, pero di blanket quit claim. I have not heard of a blanket quit claim and I worked with the PCGG. Kung blanket quit claim, edi lahat ng Marcos assets, legit na. Have not heard it unless it's recent. So, on some property, yes, I know that they did that. Sabi ni MJ, bakit galit na galit sila kay Pastor? Nakakagigil na. Sabi ni Jolo, these senators should emulate Senator Tolentino when he conducts hearings. He's focused on possible laws they can come up with. But the other senators are out there to pass judgment on resource persons too. Black Lung Bandit Gaming says, nagulat siya sa tanong, matagal na kasi siyang di binabanatan ng media tungkol sa plunder. Yes, I think that's it. You're right. That he has not been asked these questions in a long time, nor has he been asked any hard questions very recently. Sabi ni Mark, bakit kaya buhay na buhay mga senador noon sa Kapa at kay Senyor Aguila, tapos kay Pastor ACQ, tameme naman sila. I think it's the disparity in evidence. Kasi yung dun sa Kapa, evident, andyan lantaran yun. This one, hindi po. So, and it's a matter for the court to weed out. Dun sa Kapa, huli eh. So, actually, done deal na eh. Tapos na yung, yung fact-finding nun by the time nag-conduct ng Senate investigation. Sabi ni The Ghost, before, sabi niya, attorney, wala silang pinirmahang quit claims dahil walang ill-gotten wealth. Pero ngayon, na nanalo siya, meron na. So, ibig sabihin, totoo na nagnakaw sila, right? It depends kasi on the quit claim eh. Baka the quit claim is, hindi na kayo sisingil sa amin, then there's no declaration that this is ill-gotten wealth. Kaso meron ng mga meron ng mga nahatulan na ill-gotten wealth. So, the quit claim would only be on those that were not subject to such a judgment. Sabi ni Jimmy, the way PBBM is orchestrating and allowing the events that are unfolding before our eyes, there's a grand plan that is aligned with the New World Order. I'm not sure about the New World Order, but there certainly is a grand plan to keep them in power, which for me is reason enough to be critical. Sabi ni Ronel, totoo po bang may immunity ang presidential plane kapag pumunta sa ibang country? Hindi i-check yung mga laman, so pwede sila mag-uwi o magdala ng kontrabando. Yes, actually, may diplomatic immunity yan. Hindi po yan subject to search. And that is correct. That's true when they land in any country. That's true also pag yung head of state ng ibang bansa pumunta dito. It's really the way it is. Sabi ni Floren, baka kaya natawa kasi bangagyan ko. Grabe. Caught off guard. Most likely was caught off guard. Ay, nako. Sabi ni Top Gun Maverick, sa opinion nyo, makakakuha ng 7 votes sa komite para mabaliktad ang gustong mangyari ni Senator Hontiveros. I cannot predict that, but I am hopeful. Kumbaga. Sabi ni Matthew, bakit hindi nakulong si Imelda Marcos kahit guilty na sa Sandigan Bayan? Mayroon po kasing, pwede ka kasing mag-file ng bail pending appeal. Nasa rules of court yan, and yes, pwede po yan. Since she's obviously not a flight risk at her age, ginrant yan ng hukuman. Pwede po yan, pwede talaga yan. And it's part of the rules. Sabi ni Dudes, may kinasuhan na ba sa mga vloggers na nagpapakalat? Ay nako, first of all, hindi kapansin-pansin yung issue. Bakit kakasuhan? Eh, panis naman sila. Hindi naman hindi ka panipaniwala. It's too far-fetched. Sabi ni Red One, pwede po bang i-open uli yung case ng Marcoses pag iba ng presidente, assuming si VP Sara ang manalo? Case. Well, some of them have not yet been resolved. So, pagka meron ng pronouncement, guilt or innocence or ganon, hindi na po pwede. May jeopardy na. Hinahamon ni Pastor si Hontiveros na dalhin sa korte but ayaw niya. Well, iba naman po ang nagdala sa hukuman. But tama naman si hindi. What Pastor Q is basically saying is that this is a matter for the courts. It is not a matter to be taken up in the Senate, and he is not a person who is willing to subject himself to the kind of humiliation that Senator Hontiveros may be preparing for him, particularly because he is the head of a religion, an entire church, and it may open him up to ridicule to his own followers. Sabi ni Apolinario, si Attorney Trixie ay biased sa katotohanan. Nagulat ako. Sabi niya, kaya nagustuhan ko, hindi katulad ng isang attorney na ka-apelyido na nangingidnap na bata. May ganon. Okay. Bakit naman? Okay naman siya. Halatang dilawan. Mahilig manira. Akala, hindi, sabagay, hindi ko masyado napapanood. Kahit hearsay pinapatulan, nagmukha tuloy mo. Uy, grabe. Di man siguro. Sabi ni Nebaikya, nakakamiss din ng SMNI, sana makabalik na sila sa ere. Sabi ni Forever, religion po ba ang kingdom ni Kibuloy? Yes, actually. Counts as one. And please, let's not, ganito the use of the word cult is derogatory. So we don't, wala tayo sa posisyon to judge final truths, di ba? That's up to God. So, kung hindi tayo naniniwala, hindi naman natin kailangan insultuhin yung paniniwala ng ibang tao. Sabi ni PBK, anong masasabi nyo sa comment? Masasabi niya, yun na naman yung tanong na frontlines daw tayo just like worldwide. I didn't see the whole comment na. Sir, pati si Attorney Gadon na damay kakatanggol kay Marcos, ngayon wala na. Ganun. Sabi ni Jay, si Attorney Claire, kapag kay Pastor Kibuloy, need daw pumunta sa Senate at magpaliwanag. Pero kapag si Tulfo grandstanding, nakikita din ng mga viewers kung paano na ngayon mag-vlog yung mga attorney na yun. Nagbago siya. Well, alam niyo naman, she's entitled to her own opinion. Sabi ni Sal, di mukhang wala na yung Senate hearing sa Senado tungkol sa PI. Hanggang ngayon na lang ba yun? Hintayin natin si Senator Aimee. Diba? Sabi ni ni Sixth Sense, Bongbong, subukan mo lang mag-extend ng power at term nang makita mo galit sa inyo ng taong bayan. Halos pinalampas at pinatawad na kayo pero ito ang ganti ninyo. Sabi ni Mendez, tanong ko lang, kapag hindi sumipot si Kibuloy sa Senate, wanted na? Actually, hindi po. Kasi yung mga wanted yan po ay sa criminal cases. Pero magkakaroon siya ng outstanding warrant from the Senate. So, kung siya ay pwede siyang puntahan sa bahay or sa lugar kung saan siya nagtatrabaho ng Sergeant at Arms or ng PNP na i-deputize ng Sergeant at Arms ng Senate through the Sergeant at Arms. Sorry. Sabi ni Raven, ba't pa kasi siya tumawa, attorney? Hindi naman nakakatawa yung question. Kung ako ang interviewer, ma-offend talaga ako sa response ni BBM. No, I think naman na what he was nervous laughing about was yung sinasabi niya kasi was something like, you're making that conclusion, wala na yan, parang ganon. So natatawa siya na binabalik. Yun. Well, of course, it's still really super awkward because the last question nga was about plunder. So yes, disastrous na. Sabi nga ni Keep Going King, ito sa PR disaster. Good for him. Ay, pero kasi presidente natin siya . So ngayon medyo nakakahiya. And you don't really want that to happen to the head of state, di ba? Sabi ni Evie, ako lang bang nakakapansin na di na nagmamarcha sa kalsada si Renato Reyes? Hi. Ayun, okay na. Sorry, nag-lag po yung internet natin. So ano ba yung inaano natin? No, alam nyo, po natin bumalik yung ano, yung internet for, ayan na. So, ito talaga ang nagpapakita na may connection talaga ang United Front doon po sa mga tinatawag na above ground organizations. Since marami na pong o lahat ng mga fronts ay nabuwag na, sabi ng military, yung ano ba yung mga kuta yata nila, ay nabuwag na, pati yung kanilang mga affiliated organizations ay naghihirap. Alam niyo po, ang pag-rally-rally po ay kailangan po yan, may pondo, hindi po kayo makakakuha ng basta volunteers, kailangan pang gasolina, pang iarkila ng jeep, panggawa ng mga picket signs. So, pero tama po kayo. So maraming salamat sa pagsubaybay. No, the reason, maikli lang po kasi ito dahil naglalag yung internet and nag-live na ako kanina sa DZRJ. So panoorin niyo naman po yung replay or nasa YouTube siya sa DZRJ Pugad Vloggers. Mapapanood niyo po about sa YouTube at saka sa Facebook. So yeah, may live tayo bukas rin naman eh. Ko si Ma'am Banji kakadating lang matatapos na yung live. So maraming salamat. Ano ba yung sinasabi ng isa? Ay, ang loko. Okay, so maraming salamat sa pagsubaybay sa live natin po ngayon. Maraming salamat sa lahat po ng pinadala ninyo sa amin. Maraming salamat lalong-lalo na din sa lahat ng nanood sa amin, sa akin, sa Pugad Vlogger. Solo flight ako kanina. So if you want to, please check it out. Panoorin nyo naman po. Okay, so maraming salamat. We will see you again tomorrow. Baka earlier naman. Na-late lang tayo because yun nga kanina nasa Pugad Vloggers na ako. So thank you very much for everything. Please take care of yourselves. Kailangan pa po kayo ng ating bayan. Good night, everybody. We'll see you very soon.